I wanted to make all these silly titles about like knowing the police and like actually knowing them on top of that, and most of them are my family. But like all these ICE agents and I'm still alive, and then put the confused face because I'm French. I'm seeing some pretty fucking glorious shit by ICE. You know, one time they got me to drive their vehicle just to make sure that they got the lock hand properly. They did explain it to me, and I put the fucking missing pieces into place, and I drove their fucking SUV. They're all cousins, same as the fucking police officer today, but he just had the wrong fucking person. He didn't mean to. His name's Curtis. He's my cousin. Well, I need to get back to fucking sleep, but you know, when there's a stalker coming through the fucking yard, which there was, because I could hear him crunching around on the snow, and when Curtis was talking to me, and my dogs were barking for a little while after, pretty upset, didn't want to go outside. But one time, ICE was in my yard, and I just came outside and accidentally bumped into them, and they're just trying to do something. And then this little creepy, like, AIDS infested kid, like, comes fucking barreling out of the fucking woods, and they fucking drove him down and beat the living fuck out of him. Put him in handcuffs, and he's, like, dead. Canceled cartoons with every cancellation explained. Oh, that's true. Some ideas are only allowed to go so far, and some ideas only go so far. With cartoons. Well, language. Anyway, this wonderful army chick said hello to me in the grocery store, and she said I did her surgery if I didn't recall. And she showed me, and it looked really good. I was like, because knee surgery, it's like your knee is technically what's below all that ball joint thing. Yeah, it's still your knee, but it's called your your kneecap. And she showed me it and looked at it. Anyway, they look like shit when they're first done. I feel so bad. That's the skin that heals really well. Actually, my C-section healed really well too. It's just trying to lose weight past it now. I prefer to be really skinny. She's screaming at me, and I understood exactly fucking why. Oh my god, just breaking your knee ever fucking hurt. That's what I said, but that's what I said. French is a hard language. Like, Anchor Cops is French, but he tries to make it not obvious. So he sounds kind of Dutch. Oh. My butt so fucking wiggles, man. It's still doing some healing. Hopefully it doesn't do that forever, eh? Fucking happy McGuss. I look really good. I just want to do core, and then I'll lose that bottom, like, flump, flop, la la la. We always knew that chick was crazy. Of the EDM body cam video. Yeah, she went to our school. Like, she has hair like Haley and Madison, right? The twins. We just pointed it out to each other one day, and we're like, I bet that's a crazy one. Yeah, I've lost some friends. I'm pretty sad. I'm actually okay, I guess. One time, my niece asked for a family member to bring me by in the middle of the night. She's screaming that Shauna loves her. Like, not like in defense, she just is screaming it. I'm like, this is Curtis, our cousin. She's like, Shauna always checks up on us, and I thought she deserved an award. I have $150. It was so cute. Shauna's like packing babies in the middle of the night, just like, are you okay? I forget what that was. Probably like 4 years ago now. Princess and the Dragon. Full movie in HD. Oh, stretch. I think they just left because they slammed the door. I was just down there, so it's like, okay. You hear him moving around outside. Thank God, you know how creepy people can be with me? But anyway, it's true that the English always like to play fight. I'm part English, oh yes. English, Irish, Scottish, and French. Aboriginal. So I'm a hot auntie, I guess. Colin wanted to give me the hot auntie award. Yeah, he was just playing it cool. The time that Bradley got me to get a fucking professional ride to go see them in the middle of the night. Cora was like, I'm sick. And then he gave her a bunch of medicine. They said they have anxiety because Lila is all into like braiding and stuff, and they're too sick, and their hands start to feel funny. I'm like, probably just not a braider though. I'm like, oh, I guess yeah. And then they never tell me about what they do for work, but their dad tells me they do some work experience stuff. I forget now because it's like which one and how many. Mostly like shop stuff, secretary stuff. Because it's kind of really good for them. No, I had a really hard life, but it was good. My brother caught a fever and woke up and he had committed suicide over the night. And he ended up disabled twice over. Now he's crippling his body. He says he tries not to, but it's just as overwhelming because we live on a pretty nice piece of land. People get really jealous. That's it, they'll get really jealous. And they stalk us. They hurt Colby when we were little kids. They hired assassins against my father once. And he was my best friend before he got sick. He was always feeling kind of sick, but I remember being like old enough to remember, but just old enough to remember. And like, he was the closest one to me. And the fever made him deranged overnight. Yeah. We did have babysitters. Babysitter said she grabbed out of his hand so many times, put up on the fridge, he's doing like the fucking jump, and he wouldn't leave it alone, and she got exhausted and turned her back for 2 seconds, and he did it. And he was like cross-eyed with a fever and everything. Just trying to help him. She's trying to wake up mom and dad. She tries so hard to wake him up that she woke me up. And I always slept in the attic, and mom and dad slept downstairs, and there's a wall in between the big bedroom. There's 2 bedrooms. I wasn't sick, so I was just told to not go down the stairs by myself. I wasn't sick, so I didn't try it. Anyway, it wasn't for me. I'm trying to be nice, but you know what? When I was younger, everyone abused me that I didn't understand the language when I did. And understanding medical conditions and what it means. They abused it, and I did. No. So I only cared for Northern Health staff for a long time. I just stayed at work. I wore out my feet a little bit, but they're okay. That's kind of why I got pregnant, was to get fat on my feet. Because I don't need the stress and the worry. That's what my brother basically does it all for me. I just do like mommy lessons and answer the questions to mommy. And she's old enough now that she's got character, starting to get her good attitude in place. It's not just like good attitude of walking and talking and potty training. She's starting to get like a personality. So I'm way more relaxed. When she says she's sick, I'm like, well, no, you sleep on the couch. And that's exactly what they did. Is they made her room like a temporary nursery for the orphans. And then she sleeps on the couch. I don't like that peppermint oil in my diffuser. I did it again because I was having a hard time with my chest. It's like way too perfumey, and then I get kind of nauseous. I'm gonna drink this big mug. Yeah. I was really mad about terrorists for a long time. Like, angry and just misconstrued and missing the point and saying I hated people in French, which means that you started it, and blah 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 for a long time. And nobody ever got me arrested about that. But that's because, well, my friends coming home from the army, they got attacked by terrorists and ended up dying. Courtney and Wayne and some other boys that I hardly knew, but still. It only gets worse. Like, that's why they're giving me a break in the army too. They're picking me last, they said. It was the farthest to last that they can. Because holy shit, my mom just got over cancer. She's starting to actually feel okay. She's eating more and she's not gaining too much weight and she's not losing too much weight. And that's good. She pushed into her bladder with these full body surgeries. And then they took it out of her bladder. And that was, she's cancer free apparently. And my dad's working hard on his health. It used to be funny to say it to dad, like, "Hi, Dad, you never ate healthy in your life." Because I was always super healthy from a burn that happened to me. That I could have got cancer, but I actually didn't. And he did eat healthy, but I'm like over the top. So it's just this funny thing I used to say. Now I don't want to say it, but he's actually eating really fucking healthy. He has type 2 cancer, some kind of meteoric kind. Not very much, but it's still bad enough. Because the kids will be so old. My sister and her husband are going to move back out here. Or move me into the house and move the kids out here with Logan or something. I don't know. The kids wanted to help with my nervous shutdown thing that keeps trying to fucking happen, which is my fucking business only. But anyway, so yeah. We're just going to fix it if something goes wrong. I just worry who the hell called the police and said they're accidentally me. Are you okay? I used to hand out my school IDs to people for that reason, that like they should, like, it's kind of a promise with the RCMP if you have your school ID with somebody else that they want you to know. It's funny. I still hear that rumor, which is like really, I don't know what language that would be, like spokeny. They always try to tell me that Kelsey and Kyla said hello and that they're fine. Who are also cousins. They're just like mature women now. They're like puny preteens last time I fucking seen them. I wouldn't recognize them unless I was really paying attention to the heart waves. I know it's just so itchy. I'm getting nervous. But last time it was like right off. Oh man. Well, I'm getting tired. I should go back to bed. Fucking 3 in the morning. False alarm. I worry about what everything means in such depth that I lose the fucking point. There was a stalker, we knew it. You see in the windows, and the windows were kept dirty because it was creepy when they're clean sometimes. Yeah, I woke up too early and the pain is worse. So sleeping does help. It's just like the pain doesn't just stop in my sleep either. I try to sleep for a long time and make coffee as soon as I wake up or take a break from the coffee if my head is spinning. Well, I got cut here for surgery, cut there for surgery, cut on my butt cheek for surgery. My feet, I broke them off. Like, I'm in fucking pain. Like scar tissue pain. Yeah. My period was awful too. I broke my hips and got like a form of endometritis. I forget what it's called. It's like demonica. It's like an African term for that. The first embryo survives, but that's the only baby you're gonna get. And that's not what's taking me off. What's kind of taking me off? It would have been easier just to keep putting them in there while you're still a bit heavy. All you have to do is with my pregnancy, all I would have had to do is lose 5 pounds. But they said the embryo was looking tired, so I didn't. Because it could have been a Down syndrome because that runs in my family. And then you would feel less freedoms. I'm not saying you can't have disabled children. I'm just saying, like, usually you die. You don't even get to see it. Down syndromes are pretty cute. I mean, sorry for my terminology, but they're kind of psychotic all the time. Because they take care of themselves. But they don't. But they want to. I paid a lot of money to understand if I could even have one kid. And then it's like an obligation to do it. But I'm glad I did. Because it's Coral. It would suck to not ever actually know that it's the most comfortable feeling in the world once you get yourself in the right position. I used to think work women harder because they have comfortable time. And then all the crazy people fucking misconceived pregnancy. Because we don't, like, it's hard to be pregnant. You don't get time off work. A little bit. A little time off considering. Oh, I forgot what I was talking about already. Oh. I ate a lot of food before bed too, so when I woke up, I was like groggy. I'm so nice, and people can't understand it because of my French. And I'm really honest too, so they don't understand it. That's okay. I don't think people really understand Anchor Cops, and he's trying really hard to. I understand the done jab, which is medical talk and on a comfort level. Like some people, their incision gets really loose, right? That's a pain condition. That's like way more pain than just a regular flush incision. I'll never forget that. It's pretty remarkable what the hospital does, though, if you want some gratitude. They can teach them to knit with like the 2 needles. And they do. They're disabled. More like, I don't want to say the word, maybe that's why everyone's getting so mad at me. They're retarded. They're not just disabled. Just honestly, yeah, all the paperwork. I don't feel up to it, but I made sure that I sold some unique toques when I could. Saying I can, I would. I just got a different positioning in life. Uncle Joe said that because he found out he had cancer, that he couldn't make it. He wasn't going to make it, is what they said. It was like dark leukemia. But anyway, he said, like, yeah, like they're going to attack this property like hard. So bear with it. I'm like, okay. The thing that got me is I started worrying, like, did the kids call for help? And like, they came to tell me that the kids called for help and I wasn't listening or asking enough questions. Because they don't just tell you, right? And they might just tell you. You're lucky if they just tell you. Lucky duck. No. I heard them crunch around out there. Aw. Aw. I can be proud of myself. It's always for me.